Hi guys, welcome back to CodeMaster Coach, your medical coding tutor. Guys, today we are wrapping up my July series. Every July I share updates about my medical coding program with you. So let's do our final review of CodeMaster Coach's Medical Coding Program, where I teach students how to do medical coding. And in teaching you how to do medical coding, it will prepare you to pass your AAPC's CPC exam. All right, the medical coding program consists of 7 courses: Introduction to Medical Terminology, Medical Coding Level 1, Level 2, Level 3, Introduction to CPT, Medical Billing and Reimbursement, and a review for national certification. So, after completing a full year, what have I learned? Scheduling of my courses. When I planned my program, I had planned to put, after you take Introduction to Medical Terminology, I had planned for you to take Medical Coding Level 1, Level 2, Level 3. But as you can see here, I have changed. After Medical Coding Level 1 and Level 2, you go to Introduction to CPT and then come back and finish up Medical Coding Level 3. So the scheduling of my courses has changed. I've prepared more weekly worksheets. Students get a lot of practices with exercises that are in their workbook that they're currently using, but I find myself preparing additional weekly worksheets. More Zoom sessions. For some reason, when I started this program, I had planned to teach it like I taught my college courses, where we would meet on Tuesday evening or Wednesday evening for a period of time once a week. Well, you know as well as I do now, with student schedules, some work mornings, some work evenings, and some work weekends. So I have to have more Zoom sessions to try to accommodate my students. Additional exercises to code. So I'm even finding myself on Zoom sessions trying to come up with some more exercises to practice with the students. And then answering student emails. Oh my goodness, when students are working exercises, they don't want to have to wait until Tuesday of next week for a Zoom session for me to answer their questions. They want immediate answers. They want immediate jump on Zoom and answer their question or work with them right then. So I'm learning. All right, the first course, Introduction to Medical Terminology. This is the first course and it must be taken prior to Medical Coding Level 1 class, because students must know the language of medicine in order to code. We have to know what we're reading, which is medical terminology. This course is 12 weeks long. It is completely online. No textbook is required. I do recommend index cards so that you can write your medical terms on the index card, the term on the front, the definition on the back, and those index cards are easier to carry around with you versus sheets of paper or just mumble jumble. Just keep index cards. Again, this course is self-paced. It can be completed sooner than 12 weeks, but I don't recommend you rush through the course. I want you to stop and take your time and weekly learn your terms and use them in your everyday language and make it a part of your language. Zoom sessions are provided for this course. Currently, we are meeting on Sundays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And as you can see here, here's a link to the course, and the price of that course is $250. The next course is Medical Coding Level 1. This is my foundational course. This is where, even when I'm communicating with students now, I'm finding that students didn't get a strong foundation. If they had gotten a strong foundation, a lot of the problems that they're having in the future would not be there. This course is 12 weeks long. It includes a midterm and a final exam, weekly quizzes. Zoom sessions are provided multiple times a week, mornings and evenings and weekends. There are weekly reading assignments, weekly coding exercises to complete. And as you can see here, here's the link to the course, and the price of that class is $299. I did receive exciting news. When students pass their Certified Professional Coder CPC exam, they become CPCAs unless they have 2 years of medical coding experience prior to taking their CPC exam. And if they do have experience already, the 2 years, then their supervisor has to write the letter to AAPC showing proof of that. Otherwise, there is that A, and that A stands for apprentice behind the CPCA credential. But after completion of 2 years experience in medical coding, the A can be removed from your certification. AAPC has approved my medical coding program for 1 full year of apprenticeship status. Because think about it, you're going to spend a full year with me coding. You're going to be coding all year long. Therefore, upon completion of my medical coding program, students only have to complete 1 year of medical coding to remove the A from their credential. So that's my exciting news this year. So how do you get in? If you're interested in starting the program this fall, make sure to register for Introduction to Medical Terminology now so that you'll be prepared to start the Medical Coding Level 1 this fall. Medical Coding Level 1 will start at the end of August. Registration will start August 1st. Textbook orders will be taken after registration because, again, I like to get my students discounts, and because of the quantity or the number, usually when it's more than 15, I can get a discount. So I like to wait and register my students first, and once registered, then I can go to the book publisher and say, look, I've got so many students, can you give me a discount? And I pass that discount on to my students. All right, Medical Coding Level 2. After learning the foundation to medical coding in Medical Coding Level 1, Medical Coding Level 2 goes to the next level. In Medical Coding Level 2, we venture into specific body systems to talk about the coding guidelines as it applies to the specific body system. So moving from Medical Coding Level 1 to Medical Coding Level 2 is based on the student. In the full class mode, we move ahead as a class. So if we decide to take or keep going and not take a week or two break between classes, the class as a whole decides and we move forward. However, if you're an independent mode student, you move forward as you decide. The next class, Introduction to Current Procedural Terminology, CPT. CPT is a classification used to code physician services. This course also is 12 weeks long. It's $299, and it consists of weekly lectures, weekly worksheets, weekly quiz, weekly Zoom session classes to review the material covered that week, a midterm exam, and a final exam. Now, let's look at the requirements. You must pass Medical Coding Level 1 to move to Medical Coding Level 2. Then you must pass Medical Coding Level 2 to move to Medical Coding Level 3. Now, you can take Introduction to CPT and Medical Billing and Reimbursement concurrently with other courses after the completion of Medical Coding Level 1. And remember, Introduction to Medical Terminology must be taken prior to Medical Coding Level 1. All right, let's keep going. Medical Coding Level 3. After completion of the foundational course, which was Medical Coding Level 1, then venturing into specific body systems, which was Medical Coding Level 2, we complete our medical coding guidelines in Medical Coding Level 3. This course is 12 weeks long. It includes a midterm and a final exam, weekly quizzes, weekly Zoom sessions, weekly reading assignments, and weekly exercises to complete. And again, the price of this course is $299. So as you can see here, my students learn the process. Each course, I tried to set it up on our class platform in the same manner so that once you move from one class to the other, if you've learned that class platform in Medical Coding Level 1, it's a breeze when you get to number 3. It just moves right on. And then your Medical Billing and Reimbursement course. After coding the encounter, most outpatient coders submit claims for services rendered. And I try to explain it like this. I say, if you're in the hospital coding, we tend to have a coding department. We have a billing department. But on an outpatient basis, in your physician's offices, those coders tend to do the coding and the billing. So I need to prepare my students for the billing side of healthcare as well. This course is 12 weeks long. It's being taught by Ms. Jasmine Vialis of Integrated Practice Solutions, IPS, and Ms. Vialis currently runs her own Certified Professional Billing Program, CPB. And she does offer Zoom sessions, and the price of this course is $299. And then the last course, Review for your National Certification Exam. This is your last and final course before sitting for certification. The goal of this course is to prepare you to sit for up to 5 hours and 40 minutes coding. Now, I do know that AAPC offers a second mode where you can sit twice at 2 hours, and I think it's 25 minutes each sitting. But anyway, during this course, the student signs up for their American Academy of Professional Coders, AAPC's Certified Professional Coder, or your CPC exam. I consider this course your preparation for your marathon course. Guys, it's not easy to sit for an hour straight and code. So imagine trying to sit with the pressure of a national certification on the line. You're going to have to build your stamina up. So this course does just that. It prepares you. It builds you up to be able to sit for 5 hours and 40 minutes coding. So this course is 12 weeks long, and it's $299. So again, this is my coding program, 7 total courses. Each year I want to share my accomplishments. I wait to start the program at a time when the student can study and take their national exam with the same code book. You guys will learn that with ICD-10-CM coming out every October 1, so October 1 of this year, the 2021 ICD-10-CM codebook goes into effect. Well, the codebook is not released until around September 15th. So what I've started to do is try to hold off starting my program so that the students, I do my groundwork of the class, my first class, at the end of August, right up to September 15th, when the new books come out, so that my students start the program, start their classes with the newest edition of the code book, so that, again, they're studying, they're taking their classes with the newest edition of the ICD-10-CM code book, and with that same code book, they can go and take their national exams. So they've highlighted, they've put their notes, they've got a feel for their book. I've also had 2 students in my program that have found mistakes in the coding exercises within their workbooks from companies. So we've written to the workbook authors, who have then created coding clinics to share the updates that 2 of my students found. So I am so proud of them. They found them. I teach the coding guidelines. We do the exercises, and when they questioned it, and I started questioning, you got a point there. What's going on here? We wrote in, and sure enough, my students found mistakes. And because of their mistakes, we have now got 2 coding clinic updates. So I'm proud of that. I see the confidence in my students when it comes to their coding skills due to the amount of time that they have spent in their code books. I am known for saying to my students, love your code book and it will love you back with the answer you are looking for. But you've got to love it. You've got to spend time in that code book and learn that code book. So again, I always say, love your code book and it will love you back. All right, guys, welcome to CodeMaster Coach. My contact information is, as you can see here, my email is CodeMasterCoach@gmail.com. You can find me right here on YouTube at CodeMaster Coach. And my website, which is coming soon, is thecodemastercoach.com. But if you go to the About section, you'll learn a little more about me now. Okay, guys, thanks. I will see you in the next one.